Hello friends, this is John with WMCUTLERY, and I have a new knife to share with you today. This is the Bushmaster Bowie knife. I'll share some of the features here in a second. I just want to say I thank all of the other knife makers out there. I don't know any of them personally, but I've watched quite a few informational videos on how to make knives, and I started making knives some years ago and trying to work my way into getting better at it, and I'm kind of reaping the fruits of my labors now. And knife making is awesome. I love knife making. They're wonderful tools, and that's how I view knives, as being a tool you almost can't do without, whether it's in the kitchen or at the campsite or in a survival situation. This particular knife that I have modeled here is made out of 1095 high carbon steel, and has a 7 to 8 ounce leather, veg tan leather sheath for it. This is a right hand carry only, but I can make left hand carry, and I've made scout carry sheaths. We'll have a look at the knife now. Set this over here. This is the Bushmaster Bowie, and it's made from about 1/8" stock of 1095 high carbon steel, and has a flat Scandi grind. See if we can get that in the camera. Pretty good for you. Has a swedge at the top here at the nose that runs to the tip. Has some nice thumb jimping up here that's not sharp, but it's grabby on the thumb, which is nice. My logo, WMC, stamped into the blade. And the handle is paracord wrapped and epoxy sealed on, so it doesn't unravel, but it gives really nice grip, and it also keeps the profile nice and thin and the night light. Has a lanyard hole for a lanyard, and this knife is one of my favorite ones I've made to date. Let's see here, keep her in camera. The blade length is 6 5/8 long, and the handle length is 4 1/2. The knife weighs 8.30 ounces, and the sheath for it weighs 3.15 ounces, and together the knife and sheath weigh 11.50 ounces. And this knife is completely acid washed. The whole thing, before I wrapped the handle, I acid washed it. So it's meant to be used and abused, and this is a really good knife. It'd be a great hunting knife. It'd be a good camp knife, a good survival knife. Whatever you choose to use it for, it'll perform the task at hand. And now we're going to test the sharpness of this knife with a piece of phone book paper. We'll see how the flat Scandi cuts. And oh yeah, she cuts nice. So this is a really good knife, and you will find a link in the description below on how you can get this knife. I also want to mention that I hand write out for every knife a 3-year limited warranty for each knife, and I cover my warranties. And the other thing I think I wanted to mention was that this is the first Bushmaster Bowie model, and it is number 001. That is also listed in the warranty. So this is the first one. You could call it a prototype, but that's what I do. This is the first prototype for this model. I can put handle scales on them of different materials. I wanted to go with the paracord wrap. I've always wanted to try that to see what it was like, and I like it a lot. Keeps the knife nice and slim and the weight down real nice for carry. The sheath is awesome for this knife. Again, there's going to be a link in the description below of how you can get this knife. Thank you all for your time. When you're out there in the wilderness or on the trail, whatever you're doing, please be safe, and especially be safe with cutting instruments like knives. They're wonderful tools, but you got to always be safe with them. And I thank you for your time.